What's up, y'all? Welcome to my live. Welcome to the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done a live. And the reason for that is because, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me because I'm in the car. I've got the air on. But the reason for me taking a leave of absence from the lives and the podcast was to make sure that I was saying things with purpose, always doing things with purpose. And I didn't want to be one of those people. I don't want to be one of those people who are just jumping on the bandwagon just to stay relevant, just talking and talking and talking. Everybody got opinion about something, you know. I didn't want to be that type of person. So I really, took some time off to do some soul searching and make sure that whatever I'm putting out into the universe is of some sort of benefit to the world. So if y'all have not done so already, make sure y'all go subscribe to the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. Go subscribe to the Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. Make sure you go back to episode number 1. And I stress that because that's my favorite episode. Keep being a good person. But I'm doing this live today because I released a video on TikTok. And the video was this guy who was stating the reason for the condition of the black woman today. And he was just saying that we are a product of our environment. And that's something that I've been saying for the longest. Everybody didn't come from a good home or the ideal home. I was blessed to come from a good home, something that would be considered the ideal home. So now you just look at the generations, like 20 years ago wasn't that long ago. Like, I have to realize that I was alive when someone who was 20 was not. And I know that sounds funny, but it's real life. Like, I don't feel old. Like, I don't feel like I was out of school for 20 years. But it wasn't that long ago. Like, I was born when the internet came out. So I remember dial-up and all those different things. I remember waiting until 9 o'clock to be able to talk free. I remember having a house phone. I still remember my house phone number. And exactly, you couldn't use both. You couldn't be on the phone and on the internet. But I say all that to say this: the world, the new generation the majority of them are raised by technology and the stuff that they see on the internet. And on top of that, there was a time where if the family was watching a show together, if there was a kissing scene, we weren't allowed to watch that. You know what I'm saying? We would either have to fast forward. If it was too much cursing, we would have to turn it off and find something else. It was just something. It was a level of respect. I'm 33 years old, and I still feel uncomfortable watching certain things in front of my parents. Like, it's just weird. Certain things I just won't say in front of my parents. But you have the new generation who are exposed to way more than we were ever exposed to. And they're raised by technology. And then y'all turn around and watch all types of stuff with your children. Like, there is no boundaries. There is no boundaries set. So you're raising a generation of children that feels like I can do whatever I want, I can say whatever I want, I can eat whatever I want, I can treat people however I want, and it's okay. And y'all turn around, y'all let them watch. Like, we are really in a generation where I would say, I back in 2013, I was working on the base with children, with the youth at the youth center. And I remember these girls getting in a fight, and they were no more than 7, 8, 9. And they were fighting like it was a scene off of the Bad Girls Club or Housewives of Atlanta. Like, literally, it was like, bit, bit, bit. No care in the world for an adult there, none of that. Like, it was a replay of what they had seen, and they were just waiting their turn. And if you pay attention to the kids right now, they look and sound like the ghetto-ness, the ratchetness. That's all they know. And it is, if that's not making you feel some type of way, like, we got to really look at ourselves as a people, as a collective, and say, hey, we got to get back to the basics. We got to set some boundaries. We got to set some order. We got to give some structure. When you look at other cultures, Asians, Europeans, right? They all live in the same house, you know, for a certain amount of time. Black people are the only group of people where we push our children out at the age of 18. And the majority of the time, they can't teach their children anything about credit. You can't put me in a position at a job because you don't own the company, you know. So we push our children out at 18 and they don't have nowhere to go. They don't know what to do. We got to learn as we go, right? And then you look at other cultures, the European, the Asians, they got the grandmama in the home. They got the two parents in the home. So the child gets to see a level of respect, you know, and how the parent is still parented to a certain extent because there's a branch in the house, in the home. Whereas the majority of our homes, there's only one parent. And it's mostly the mama, and the mama's usually trying to get a break, so she's dropping the children off at the grandparents' house. And the grandparents are overwhelmed because I didn't raise my children, and a lot of y'all are having babies at a young age, so I'm still raising you, and then you disrespectful on top of all of that. So my point, right, getting back to the TikTok video where there's a black man that is just trying to express why there's a lot of women who are not submitting to men, because that word is being thrown around so much. The black woman, she won't submit. The black woman is angry. The black woman, y'all have to remember that the black woman was there with you when you were going through everything, right? So he's expressing that the current woman is a product of her environment because she saw how her mom was treated. She saw how her grandmother was treated by the black man, and that woman submitted, right? So she decides that I'm not going to be that way. It's not that I won't submit. I just won't submit to anything. I won't submit to you because of your penis. That's all. It's not that I won't submit, period. I won't submit to just anything. And that's what's wrong with the men of today. They believe that because I have a penis, I am the head of the household. No, you have to work. You have to earn that. You have to earn your respect. You have to, a woman has to be able to trust you with her life, to trust you with her children's life. She has to be able, let me tell you, like, I can speak on this because I was in marriage before the marriage that I'm in now, right? And there was a time where I couldn't work. I had lost a baby. I had surgery. I was bedridden. My stomach was stapled together. At my lowest point, I lost my truck. We had to move out of the home we were in. I had to move back with my parents. If I can't trust you, and I'm telling you, like, if the person that you're with is trying, it's a difference. I'll suffer with you. But if I'm suffering because you won't do at my lowest, and I have to pick myself up and make the money myself, I gotta pick myself up and go get it myself in my lowest time. If I have to do that, then I lose respect for the man there. Now, because of how I was raised, I won't disrespect that person, but inside, I don't trust you. I don't trust you with my life. I don't trust you if I were to have children. I don't trust that you would be able to take care of us. I don't trust that you would be able to protect us. So it's hard for a woman to submit when she's put in that predicament. And the majority of the times, that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with someone who wants the respect, someone who wants to be treated like a king. And like I said, the type of person that I am, I will greet you as a king. I will greet you as a queen. But I'm not going to belittle myself and come down. No, you got to rise up. Why should I come down because you're insecure? Why should I come down because you're not doing what you're supposed to do? I tell people all the time, I'm in a same-sex relationship right now. If you as a man cannot do more than what I have done for myself in my household, don't come at me with nothing. It's not that I disrespect you, but don't come at me talking about sex, and that's a turn off. Like the average person, we're living in a society right now where chlamydia is at an all-time high, and the crazy thing is, the woman has it more than the men, right? And I hear so much people, even down to Nick Cannon. I love Nick Cannon, right? They're talking about how the woman, y'all gotta take better care of yourself, right? Y'all gotta wash more. Y'all gotta, y'all. He said something like, "You're you. How you don't know? But you got 10 kids, so clearly you don't use protection when you have sex." So what a lot of men don't realize is that when you are constantly going from woman to woman, not using protection, you are throwing the woman's pH balance off, which is causing her to have an odor, which is causing that fishy smell. It's you that's making her sick. A lot of times, granted, some women don't, take care of themselves, but the majority of the time, you'll go in a woman's bathroom and she got all kinds of soap, all kinds of dishes, and I don't believe in none of that stuff because all that ain't healthy. The reason being that she might have bacterial vaginosis is because your pee-pee dirty. Yeah, you washed it off, but you didn't got some of that other woman's juice in you, and you're transmitting and you're throwing that woman's pH balance off, and you're causing her to smell a certain type of way. So that it still goes back to you. You telling her to take care of herself, but you're not taking care of her because you're so focused on the little ding-a-ling that you're trying to make her submit with. Oh, I can make you submit. No, PP don't make you submit. PP might have you whipped for a little bit of time, but after a while, that's not gonna hold her. That's not gonna hold a real woman. I don't give a damn about sex. I really don't. I don't give a damn about material things. What I care about is when I want to move, I need to be able to move. When I want to get up and get in my car and just go to the store, I want to know I got gas in my car. I want to know I got food in my house. If I want to stop to the fast food restaurant, I want to be able to do that. Security is what attracts a real woman. So back to the TikTok video where the man is telling the other men why these modern women won't submit to just anything, not submit. Won't submit to just anything. And there's a guy that gets on the post and starts talking about, do y'all women just find black men that want to talk about black men that's not doing? Y'all won't submit because of the 1960s movement. I don't give a damn about the 1960s movement. Don't talk to me about the past. Don't talk to me about, the government kept the black man out of the house and that's why we can't. No. In the 1950s, when they was burning crosses and they was running around with sheets over them, when they was really about that life, when they was lynching us, we were married. That's when the black household was the strongest. Right? So don't tell me about, they got us out of the house. And yeah, they did get you out of the house.
It was your choice to stay out.
But you stayed. It's your choice that you want to stay out of the house. You want a reason to not do. And the woman of today, we tired of you just everybody, woe is me, woe is all of us. The same shit they sprinkling on you, they sprinkling on me too. The same drugs they putting on your food, they putting it on me too. The same propaganda and agenda that they putting in the movies, I see it too. I choose not to watch it. I choose to remove myself from the situation. I choose to get up and walk, and I choose to exercise when I can, and I choose to eat better. We all will talk and talk and talk and bash and want to point blame, but y'all have nothing to say about the garbage music that they're putting out. That's telling our kids to shoot them up, bang, bang, kill them, rob them, F these hoes, F these bitches, bros over hoes. Y'all won't check that. That's a problem. It's a fact that music controls the world. That's a fact. But instead, you get mad at a black woman for telling her black experience about the blackness that she has gone through with her black man. And she's not saying that I hate the black man. She's just telling what the black man did to me. And instead of y'all getting upset and be like, dang sis, dang queen, that's, I'm sorry you went through that. You know these men are not doing what they're supposed to do, and yet you act like her issue is not real. That's no different than you having to explain why Black Lives Matter. It's no different. It's no different. You turning a blind eye to your home or seeing a black man mess with little children or groom little children. You turn an eye and you laugh and you stay until that man gets in turmoil. Until that man gets caught, and then you say, yeah, that ain't been right, or I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, you should have checked him when you saw it. But you act like you act like her feelings are not real. You act like she's imagining things, and you know that not to be true. So the aggravating part for me is that you, instead of listening to what he says in the TikTok video, you focus your energy to me. And I don't see anything in the TikTok video. I'm just nodding with what this black king is saying. And then you get mad at me and redirect your energy at me and all of black women as a collective and say it's the 1960s movement that kicked the black man out of the home, and that's why the woman won't submit to the man of today. Like, what's your point of that? I don't understand the relevance of your comment. And I can't, like, we really have to, y'all got to go back and really pay attention in English, in literature, so y'all can learn how to read and comprehend. Because a lot of times y'all listen to people, but you're not listening to hear and understand. You're listening to respond, and you don't understand. So I'm at a place in my life where I really don't, if I see you saying, if I wrote a long post last night on this guy's post and then turned around and deleted it because I'm like, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with his post, right? So instead of me leaving the comment where he's going to leave one back and we start arguing with each other, let me just delete my comment and then delete him. Because we don't agree. We should, why am I following you? I don't agree. 1 and 2 can't walk together unless they agree. And that's what's wrong with society today. If you go on my social media, the beginning of this year, I turned my Facebook private. I just made it public because of the business side of Facebook for me, right? But for the most part, I turned my Facebook private, and I deleted a lot of inactive people. And when I say inactive people, it's people that just, I know you see me because people see me in the street. Oh, what's up, Queen? Oh, what's up, fam? I seen you. I be following you on Facebook. I don't know that because I can't tell. You don't leave a comment. You don't like, share, or post. You just lurking. Why are we friends with people who we don't support? Why are we friends with people who we don't agree with? And then you get mad. You just mad. Like, that just makes you mad at life. And you just walking around mad because you're putting yourself in a situation where you don't want to be. If there is a person, if let's go back to the post that I commented on last night. This person said that two women together can't raise a woman. 2 women together can't raise a man. Just like 2 men together can't raise a woman to be a woman. I agree. The problem that I have with that is that a lot of people believe that just because a woman is more masculine, like just say me and my spouse, I would be looked on as being the more masculine. Do I think I'm masculine? No. If you knew me all my life, you knew that I got a little tomboy swag to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper. I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? So, but that didn't make me a man. I don't want to be a man. A lot of times y'all confuse women who are comfortable with just being, and women who like sweats, and who are not all into fashion. Y'all confuse that with a masculine energy, and it's not. I'm just not trying to impress you. Sometimes I might wear tights. Sometimes I might wear sweats. Very seldom you gonna catch me in heels. I don't like to put on makeup. So the most of the time you see me in makeup is when I am performing or I'm going somewhere special. Other than that, no. But to the outside, they would assume that because I'm in a same-sex relationship, that I want to be a man. Neither one of us want to be men, and both of us love men. But you're looking at me and you're thinking with this Western society, you're not thinking about, oh man, companionship. You're not thinking about, let me help this woman take care of this child. Because before, if a lot of times when you see, when I met my spouse, my son was 7. As a woman, I decided that I was going to help and be an additional parent. I ain't trying to be his father. I'm not trying to be his mother. He decided to call me mom because I presented myself as a mother. I have 8 dogs. I take care of them. Everybody who see my animals, oh my gosh, they're so spoiled. They healthy. I'm a nurturer. I'm a female. Anything that has life, it's my job to take care of it. There was no man in his life. By choice. The man's choice. Where is the uproar for the man not being in the home from the man? The uproar comes because 2 women are together and you see no man. So you come and say, oh, 2 women can't raise a man. Guess what? 1 woman can't either. And the majority of you were raised by single women. Why is there no outcry for the man to be a man and take care of the family? We want to keep pointing blame. It ain't my fault, it's your fault. You won't submit to me. And it's the 1960s and y'all kick us out the home and this, that, and the third. My daddy was born in the 1960s. My daddy has never slept out of the home. The only time my father slept out of the home was when he was driving truck overnight. Other than that, when he got upset, he went in the yard and built a porch, or he stayed outside until he got it together, and that's that. I've never seen my father raise his hand to my mother. My daddy ain't never abandoned us. Did we struggle? Yes. Yes, we did. But he stayed. And he made a way. Out of no way. He didn't complain. If he cried, I didn't see it. He protected us. Because that's what men do. Men don't cry. And it's okay if you do. When I say cry, I'm talking about bitch and moan. Complain. Go talk to your homie. Don't go out there and party and spend more money that you ain't got. Talk to your homie. How we gonna get this money? What we gonna do? I know for a fact, I'm around men all the time. I tell people all the time, if a man want to learn a skill, he will learn it like that. Men learn quicker because they have the ability to zone in and focus and get it. A woman is more, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. We are good at multitasking. Right? So it might take me a little bit longer to learn something because I'm doing more than one thing. But a man has the ability to zone in. If a man want to make money, he gonna get it. quickly. Will there be things that's going to fight you or fight him? Yes, it will. Just like it's things that's going to fight me. As a woman, I'm supposed to nurture. Don't tell me that when my son fall, he's 17 now, so when he fall, get up. But I'm still going to say, you all right? I'm still going to treat the wound because that's what I'm supposed to do. Don't turn around and be like, oh, you making him soft. I'm supposed to nurture. I'm supposed to be the soft side. I can't help that the hard side is not there. I can't help that. I just want us to get to a point where we're not fighting each other. If I tell you my experience, don't get mad at my experience. Y'all get, it's an agenda with this, all this rape movies with Tyler Perry. It's an agenda. It's a propaganda. No, it ain't. It ain't. Tyler Perry was touched as a child. Oprah was touched as a child. The lady who wrote The Color Purple was touched as a child. A lot of times it came from fathers, brothers, uncles, cousins. If y'all don't like the story, we got to get back to the root and address what's happening in these homes to cause these stories to keep coming out. Yes, men was raped on the plantations and buck broken in front of the plantation. Yes, but guess what? Women were raped too. We still getting raped. There was a 21-year-old that just got shot by a black man for beating him in basketball. It's basketball. Me and my mom just had a conversation. If y'all know my mom is a cross legend, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to basketball. We just had this conversation yesterday. And she was saying how she would go play different places and there would be guys in the corner like, you play like a man. You play like a man. And in her mind, she was saying it's basketball. I'm playing basketball. I'm not trying to be a man. But it cut something in her because now I got to watch how I play because I don't want to play like a man. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to be a man. Why should she have had to? She didn't, but why should she? Why should she have to not be as good because she's going to be perceived as trying to be a man because she can play the game? Come on, y'all. If she can play better than you, do better. Go practice a little bit more. Go shoot around a little bit more. This black man, much older, I'm assuming, ain't gotta be, because he had children with him. The girl is playing basketball. There's trash talking. That's not an excuse because that's a part of the game. That's a part of the game. Trash talking. You supposed to trash talk. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it competitive. She beat him. 21. That's a baby. You take your family home, come back and shoot a 21-year-old female 5 times because she beat you in basketball. But the black woman is supposed to trust you. How, Sway? How? And then when we talk about things like this, the majority of our men who can't empathize. Empathy is when you can put yourself in. Just put yourself in place. When we talk about rape and all these different things, the only way we can describe it to y'all is imagine if you were in jail. Because that's the only way you're going to get it. And a stranger pinned you down and ram you in your rump and beat you up during or after. Imagine that. That's rape. Sneaking into someone's room in the middle of the night. A child. pinning them down, covering their mouth, telling them if they tell somebody, nobody's going to believe them, and doing it over and over and over again. That's rape. That's trauma. That's torture. These are things that a lot of black women, more than half of black women, have experienced, are still experiencing it by our men and strangers. When I walk by a group of black men, I don't feel safe. I don't. Especially today. Because y'all don't speak. Even if I speak, they don't speak. You just look. And you ain't smiling. Back in the day, men would stare. You could feel that they wanted you. But it wasn't like I'ma rape you type of feel. Like, it was like they stared and it was like, oh my gosh. Like, I could feel the heat and the chemistry. Like, you could see a dude watching you from way down there. That was a beauty of going to some place like the mall or the skating ring, like just to flirt. Even if they ain't say nothing, they just stare, and you'd be like, dang, I wish they had come talk to me, or whatever the case might be. Now, niggas would just straight up or look over you to make sure that you know that they don't want you or that they ain't thirsty. Like, we so corrupt. We so corrupt. But my point is, don't get mad at someone for telling their experience, and don't assume that just because they're telling their experience that you're included in that experience. If this woman is describing her experience with the black man and you know that you are not acting like that, don't hop your ass in the comments talking about, oh, y'all beating us down and it's black, because it ain't black man against black woman. It becomes an argument because you're acting like what I have experienced is not real. That's just like if I come to you and say, oh, you ain't had it hard in America. I know you got it hard. The problem comes when you just sit there and assume that it's going to get better because you got it hard. Or that I'm just supposed to understand and take order from you and do what you say and just shut up and not state my opinion because, oh, you beating me down while I'm down. You attacking me while I'm down. I gotta walk with eggshells with what I say because you insecure because you know you ain't doing what you want to do. You supposed to do. And then you think that sex is going to make it all better. No. Sex only makes it better for you. You feel relieved. The issues I laid down with is still there when I get the fuck up. That's all we're seeing. I'm not saying that your experience is not real. So don't say that my experience is not real. And when I say yours and mine, I'm talking as the black woman as a whole. There is some ratchet females out here. There is some females who not doing what they're supposed to do. There is. But we can't act like the 90s, the 2000s ain't been saying FBs get money. I like girls who like girls. Bitch this, bitch that, bitch this, bitch that. We cannot get mad. Bitch is a real word. I knew that, but I learned it even more when I started breeding dogs. On the back of a dog's medication, it says bitch. So if you ever watch the dog when a dog is in heat, right? When she's ready, she's gonna flag, right? When I say flag, her tail is always up. That means he can get it. Whoever, right? At this time, I just want to be satisfied. If you raise up a woman to believe that the only way that I can be approached by a good man is if my hair is always done, my nails is always done, I got on an ass of makeup, I'm supposed to let him have sex and he gonna give me money. And that's the generation that you have right now. So we can't act like the music ain't influence it. Because a lot of y'all grown men was hollering. You was grown when G-Unit came out and you was G-Unit. I remember going to the mall. I was like, I know this 40-year-old man is not out here G-Unit. G-Unit. So don't act like you're not influenced by celebrities, because you are. And so you got a generation of females who believe that if I act this way, he gonna love me. And so they act that way. And they get attention. And they get money. But they can't keep that man. And then you get that man who's mad that that woman, that bitch, is flagging. Meaning her ass is up. Meaning anybody could get it. Whoever can satisfy me with this money can get it. She's a bitch, remember? Look at the definition of things that you are saying. Words are spells. The English language is dangerous. It means so many different things. And then you turn around and say, oh, I want the natural woman, but you won't go. And then you tell us we choose the wrong man. See, when the man, he just want to take care of his children, and then you got these bitches, and they won't let the good man take care. No, you know why? Because you went and laid with a bitch. And I'm saying bitch intentionally, because that's what y'all called the black woman. This generation. So she accepted that, hey, I am a bitch. I'm the baddest bitch. She accepted it. Right? Then you got the bitch pregnant. And you mad that she won't submit to just you. Or that she ratchet. Baby, that's what you laid with. You chose the wrong female. And then you bunch us together as a whole. So you mad at the black woman as a whole for the men that you choose. Because a lot of times y'all say, we choose. No, we don't choose. If the black woman could choose a man, the world, I think, would be a better place. If the decision of a relationship was up to the black woman, because I would get who I wanted. I get who approaches me. We get the hand we're dealt. You get to choose. You get to decide when the marriage happens. It's you. It's you. So I hope y'all enjoy my Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. If y'all are not following my page, go like my official Facebook page, KWEENKATT. If I have ever done anything for you, whether it been a speaking engagement, a performance, a DJ engagement, if you love my book, #NoReligion, y'all make sure y'all go leave me a review, like the page and follow the page. I would greatly appreciate it. And if y'all want more content, make sure y'all go to my TikTok and my YouTube. I'm everywhere, y'all. At @IAM_Kween Katt. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, Eat, Drink, and Be Merry podcast. I'm all about solutions. I don't want to have a relationship podcast or any kind of podcast that's talking about all the drama and mess in the world without a solution. My solution to this whole thing is let's not act like my experiences or each other's experiences don't matter, or that it's not real, or that it didn't happen. Let's acknowledge that it happened, and let's learn to take accountability for our personal actions and our actions as a collective. Because as a black woman, I could say that there's a lot of black women that ain't shit. I can say that. I know that. I acknowledge that. But the majority of us, there's a lot of us that are. Are you black men able to say, yeah, it's a lot of niggas that ain't shit? It's a lot of homeboys I got that ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Can you say that you're holding your homies accountable? Because I can say that when I see my homegirl slipping, I'll be like, all right, you ain't right. You ain't right. You wrong this time. Are you doing the same thing? That's the only way that we're going to grow. We have to acknowledge that what you're going through is a reality, and your experiences did happen. I'm sorry that you went through that. But because of your experiences, you're not allowed to bleed on me. You have to heal. You have to heal you, because I'm not who hurt you. So we're not going to keep bringing up what happened in the past that caused us to get here. We're going to do better. We're going to work on ourselves. And I'm going to treat you as a human being first. And I'm not going to belittle you because of what you got between your legs. And I'm not going to classify you as a collective. I'm going to get to know you for myself. And if I see you shining and I feel intimidated, I'm going to do some self-work. And then I'm going to rise up to where I need to be. Because I'm your help meet or mate, supposedly. Right? So you shouldn't want me to belittle myself. You should want me to be strong so that I can make you stronger. We're all about solution. I love you. I like you. Peace and love, family.